Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll talk about a topic called Integration Hub. So as we are talking about Integration Hub, definitely I am going to show a demonstration of the Integration Hub with third-party platform Jira. So today we'll talk about the Integration Hub and the Jira. Definitely I'll show a demo on the Jira and I will tell you that how and where we can use the Integration Hub. So before we start or before we show that demo, before I show the demo, make sure that you have uh, um, the subscription for the integration hub. Wherever you are installing, like in a client environment, make sure that you have proper subscription. It's a chargeable. Talk to your ServiceNow product manager and get the details of the subscription and then you install the plugin. So in your developer instance, if you want to install the plugin, go to the developers.servicenow.com and here you can activate that plugin called activate plugin and you can search that integration hub. So in the integration hub, there are four packages. One is the basic package and there are standard, professional and enterprise package. So based on your subscription or requirement, you can install this. This is the higher package. It contains all the above packages. So based on your requirement, you can pick any of these plugins, but make sure check with your product manager what is suitable for your client environment and pick that one. For demo purpose, you can pick the enterprise level integration hub. So now where the integration hub is going to use? The integration hub is going to use in the flow diagram. It will be very smooth and very quick. You can integrate with any platform. If you have enterprise level integration hub plugins available, you can, and if you have available spokes, you can integrate any of this platform like just a plug and play like that. So if I click that actions, you can see there are many plugins which can be installed and play around on that. Okay, so I have by default installed the Slacks and webhooks. I can just create message, post message. I can go to the Microsoft Teams and do that all this play around. So there are many spokes available. You can acquire any of these plugins and play around, but make sure those are the chargeable. Before you install, go through the documentation and talk to your service manager. So I'll not cover those points today. I'll mostly talk about that how integration hub is help you for the integration, any universal integration. Okay, for that I have taken the Jira as an example and we'll talk about the Jira. Okay, so let's do that. So today's our demonstration or today's our sessions, I have a service now. I have a Jira. You can see this is my Jira dashboard, and this dashboard have one number called Snow 001, which is created, and this corresponding incident have one ticket have one corresponding incident into the service now called Snow 001, which is created. Okay, now here is my use case. Whenever someone attach a attachment to this incident, my requirement should be that that attachment should follow to the Jira dashboard also. Here the attachment should be available. So today I'll cover that part only. If you have any question, please reach out to me by comments on or ping me in the WhatsApp. Okay, so let's do that first. To integrate that, if you type the integration hub, you can see this module will be available after you install any of these four packages I have shown in earlier. So you have to install that plugins. Once you install the plugin, you will be able to see this module in your sections. Now, to integrate with any platform, first of all, you need a credential of that instance. Okay, so that credential can be the different based on the different platform. For Jira, I have to collect the token. Okay, to collect the token, you have to visit this website, and from there only you can generate a tokens and get the tokens. Okay, so let me go to that credentials connection and credential this module, and I am going to create one connection or the credentials where I will use that my credential. Okay, so this is my connection and credential page. Here I am going to create a new credential for the Jira. So let's create a new credential. So in this new connection credential, first of all, I have to define that what types of connection or credential I am going to use that. So first of all, I have to choose the credentials here, and then here I have to put the name called Jira, maybe Jira demo, and save that. So our connect credential is created here. Now we have to put our credential in this below credential related list. So let's create a new credential here. In this credential, whenever you click that, there will be many options available in your which types of credential you are going to use that. So our case, we are going to use the basic auth credential. In this basic auth credential, I have to put my credential. I'll put the Jira demo. Here the username is my username and the password I have to put. If you see the credential alias, it's automatically came from the Jira demo from the previous steps. You don't need to change here at all. Now you have to collect the password from the Jira dashboard. I'll go to this API token URL that I have shown earlier in steps and create a new API token called Jira demo and click create. It will generate a token. The token is generated. I just have to copy and then here I have to put that token. Token is pasted and I am going to submit this record. Once your credential is ready, you can see that this is your Jira demo, which type is the credential, and this is the credential type is basic auth. Here is your username and password is present on the record. Now next step is that in the flow designer you have to create a action for integration. Click here and click the action called Jira demo, and then here you can paste that any of this description and submit. So you are going to create a action, through that you are going to send some data. Okay, so let's go through that Jira documentation, how we can send or pass the data or how we can send the attachment. I have already gone through, so let me open that documentation. So if you see, this is the documentation page and here this add attachment is available. Okay, and if I go through this documentation, in the top it is saying that this is my URL called rest slash API 3 slash issues and then issues key and slash attachments. So that is my complete URL. Let me copy this one, and here if I go to the flow designer, click the plus sign, and scroll down, here is the rest method. I have to select that, and first I have to select that define connection inline, and here I have to put that base URL. Okay, so this URL I have copied from this documentation only. All right, now this yourdomain.atlassian.com needs to be replaced with my Jira dashboard. Okay, so let me copy this URL from my dashboard and paste here. Okay. Now, next thing is that I have to set the credential here. So I'll put the Jira demo here, and select that. Okay. Now this issue key actually should be that this issue key number I need to be passed, right? So I'll put that later. Next things what I have to need that. Now in this if you see the documentation, the method they are going to use that is basically the post method. The method is the post. Let's select the method equal to post, and here request type should be, if you see the request type, what the request type is they are using is the multi-part request type. So what we have to select that multi-part here, the request type, and here if you see the documentation says that we need to put the header equal to X Atlassian and the value should be no check. We should put that. So if I scroll down, this is the header, and I have to create one header here, and here I have to put the value called no check. And what else they are looking for? So file, and here should be the file value. Okay, so in the request body we have to put that name equal to file body, and here I should pass that it should be attachment, and here I should pass some attachment sysid. Okay, these things just needs to be done, and then I should be able to send that data to Jira actually. Okay, so let's save that first. Now in the input I will define two variables. First variable's name call Jira number, and this is also mandatory, and I'll create one more variable called attachment sysid, which also a mandatory fields. I will use these two here. Issue key is nothing but we should be able to use that Jira number which is going to be used here. Okay, and then in this value we are going to pass this attachment sysid and save that. So our action is ready. We should be able to send one attachment or one attachment from this Jira. Let's try. So that's it. It's a simple, right? You created two inputs and you created define the REST message, and then you can trigger. So first I'm going to attach one document here. Let me do the attachment here. So now you can see I have just attached a document called Swagger, and then this document I am looking to send that to the Jira through the API, not the manually. Okay, what we are looking for, we'll go to the sys attachment table. Okay, and we'll trigger whenever any record is insert to the sys attachment table. will try to send to the Jira. Okay, so let's do that. Let's first test the actions. I am going to copy this sysid attachment sysid, and here I'll click the test, and then here I'll put that attachment sysid, and then I'll put that Jira number and see it is actually going to pass to that integration or not. So once I click the request, it will process and I will be able to see the response. Now it is processed. If I click here, it will show me that response. What happens behind that case? So you can see I have received the 200. It means that it is successfully passed and the attachment is followed to this Jira dashboard. So you can see the attachment is showing here and which is sent from the ServiceNow through the API, not the manual. You can see the Swagger docs is present here. Now this action is ready to use. I can make these publish these actions, and then these actions can be used in any of these your flow diagram. Okay, so I'll show you that how we can use that. So once it is activated, these actions will be available to use any of your flow diagram. So now we can see this Jira demo is ready. We'll create one flow here. Click new flow, and here Jira send attachment. Okay, and click submit. Here should be the triggering condition. Okay, so we'll put that create on sys attachment table. Okay, once any record is created on the sys attachment table, and the filter condition should be table name is incident. Let's put that filter condition. Table name is incident. So once the table name is in, once that any record will be attached to that attachment table and the table name is incident, the flow will be triggered. Okay, and what it will be triggered? First it will query to the incident table. We'll look up to that incident table, so lookup record, and then we'll pass the lookup record. The table is the incident table. Okay, and here we'll put that sysid equal to that attachments, that table sysid. We'll push that. Okay, so we are going to query to the incident table and checking that the attachment table sysid we are querying. Now I am going to put one more flow logic called if conditions, and here is the lookup record called Jira number contains whatever number it is start with snow. So number if contains the Jira number contains no, then it should trigger. What should trigger? Now we are going to put the Jira demo, that we are going to call this API, and this API will send the data. Now I need the Jira number. To get the Jira number, call the lookup record and then Jira number, get that, and then table attachment sysid, for that trigger attachment record sysid. That's it. So these things needs to be done, and I need to be activate this flow, and it will be start triggering the attachment from this service now to the Jira. I will just activate these plugins. Sorry, I will just activate this flow, and then in the, if I go to the incident, there is a Jira number is there, and I put the attachment, it will directly send to that Jira ticket. The attachment will directly send to that Jira ticket. If there is no number, it will not be triggered. It will not be satisfy the if block. It will be directly end the flow. Okay. So let's put the attachment once here. I'll put one more attachment quickly. I have just put a attachment here, and this attachment, once it will be attached, this agent workspace attachment is attached, and it should be available under Jira this board or this ticket. Let's refresh that. It will take some time, and then it will be available here. You can see now there is two attachment instead of one, and then this attachment should be the Jira attachment. Let's see. So you can see the agent workspace is available. So now you understand that is, it is very useful. This integration hub is very simple and useful to send a or to trigger any integration. You just need to be define here the REST message into that, create action and define the REST message and send that. It is very useful. I hope you like this video. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know in comment sections or ping me in the WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Have a great day.